Stop doing this. One thing before bed, it's killing erections after 60. Every night, millions of men over 60 unknowingly do one simple thing before bed, and it's quietly destroying their erections, draining their energy, and even putting extra pressure on their prostate. You think you're just winding down for the night, maybe watching TV, having a small snack, reading the news on your phone, something you've done for decades. But here's the twist. Inside your body, your blood vessels are tightening, your hormones are dipping, and your bedroom confidence is slipping further away. Would you believe me if I told you this one habit is more damaging than age itself? Because I've seen it over and over in my 30 years as a surgeon, sitting across from men who thought this is just what happens when you get older. But it's not. It's something you can change. And when you do, your body will thank you in ways you haven't felt in years. So, what is this silent bedtime saboteur? Let's pull back the curtain. A few months ago, a man named David walked into my office, 67 years old, retired, happily married, still sharp as a tack, but his eyes told me he was carrying a weight. "Doc," he said quietly, "I just don't feel like myself anymore, and neither does my wife." He wasn't talking about his memory or his joints. He meant that part of himself, the one he thought he'd never lose. He figured it was just old age. That's what his buddies told him. That's what the internet hinted at. So he brushed it off for years, thinking, why fight what's natural? But here's the thing. What was happening to David wasn't inevitable. It wasn't because the calendar had flipped another year. It was because of a small nightly ritual that he thought was harmless, one that millions of men over 60 do without a second thought. And the longer it went on, the more it chipped away at his strength. In a moment, I'll tell you exactly what it was, but first, let me show you what it does inside your body. So what was David doing that was quietly robbing him of his vitality? It wasn't smoking, it wasn't skipping the gym, it wasn't even drinking. It was something so ordinary. Most men wouldn't think twice about it. Eating late at night, especially heavy, carb-loaded or sugary meals, often just an hour or two before bed. Now I know what you might be thinking. Come on, doc. I've been doing that for years. And that's exactly the problem. Here's what happens. In plain English. That late night sandwich or dessert spikes your blood sugar. Your body pumps out insulin to bring it back down. But in the process, it reduces nitric oxide, the chemical your blood vessels use to relax and carry blood where you need it most, including to your penis. And it doesn't stop there. Late night eating throws off your sleep, your hormones, and even your prostate's nightly rest and repair cycle. For David, this habit didn't just sneak up overnight, it slowly chipped away at his natural nighttime erections, the ones that keep the tissue healthy. So why do those nighttime erections matter so much? That's where things get fascinating. You might be wondering, why do nighttime erections matter so much, doc? Think of them as your body's nightly maintenance check. During deep sleep, blood flows naturally to the penis, delivering oxygen, nutrients, and keeping the tissue healthy. It's like a nightly tune-up, a small, silent workout that keeps your erections strong for the future. Now imagine what happens when late-night eating interrupts that flow. Your blood vessels are constricted, nitric oxide drops, circulation slows. That tune-up barely happens, and over months or years, the tissue starts losing its resilience. It's not just about erections. Poor blood flow at night also affects your energy, your sleep quality, even your prostate. Hormones like testosterone, which peak during deep sleep, are suppressed. Here's the thing. It's not inevitable. Age isn't the villain. Habits are. And the good news? A few simple changes can help your body restore that natural rhythm. But first, let me tell you the story of how David discovered the exact habit that was sabotaging him and how he reversed it in just a few weeks. Here's where things start to turn around. When David realized that his late-night meals were the culprit, he felt a mix of frustration and relief. Frustration, because it was something he had been doing for decades without thinking. Relief, because now he finally had a way to take control. We started small. No heavy food within 3 hours of bedtime. Light snacks only if necessary. A gentle wind-down routine, some stretching, and better hydration earlier in the evening. Within 3 weeks, David noticed subtle changes. He was waking up feeling himself again. Morning erections returned. Energy in the day improved. Nighttime trips to the bathroom became less frequent. But more than the physical changes, he felt a quiet boost of confidence, a reassurance that he hadn't lost his body to age. And here's the key: age had nothing to do with it. It was a habit, something small, overlooked, fixable. What David experienced isn't rare. Millions of men over 60 can regain strength, circulation, and sexual vitality if they stop standing in their own way. Next, I'll share the exact 3-step nighttime routine that helps protect erections, energy, and prostate health after 60. Now let's get to the part David and so many men find most empowering: the simple science-backed steps you can take tonight to protect your erections, your energy, and your prostate. Step 1. Cut the 2 C's after 7 p.m., carbs and caffeine. That late night sandwich or cup of coffee may seem harmless, but it spikes blood sugar, tightens blood vessels, and sabotages nitric oxide, the very thing your body needs for healthy erections. Step 2. Time your hydration. Drink most of your water earlier in the day. This reduces nighttime trips to the bathroom and keeps deep sleep uninterrupted, letting your hormones and circulatory system do their repair work. Step 3. Create a wind-down ritual. Light stretching, gentle breathing, or a cup of magnesium tea signals your nervous system to relax. This helps blood flow freely to your penis overnight and primes your body for restorative sleep. Here's the best part: these aren't drastic lifestyle overhauls. Small, consistent changes done night after night give your body the chance to restore itself naturally. And the results aren't just physical. Men like David report better mood, sharper focus, and a quiet confidence they thought had faded years ago. Next, I'll show you how these small changes translate into long-term vitality after 60. If you're over 60, here's the truth: your erections, your energy, and your prostate are precious, and protecting them doesn't have to feel complicated or embarrassing. David's story proves it. A few small, intentional changes at night restored not just his physical strength, but his confidence, his intimacy, and his sense of self. And you can do the same. Imagine waking up in the morning and feeling that familiar strength again. Imagine going through your day with more energy, sharper focus, and the quiet reassurance that your body is working with you, not against you. The key is simple: stop the habit that's sabotaging you, give your body the chance to heal overnight, and follow a routine that supports circulation, hormones, and prostate health. Tonight is the first step. It doesn't require magic pills or gimmicks, just a small, mindful shift that can change months or even years of silent damage. So ask yourself, are you ready to take back control? Because your body remembers strength, and with the right guidance, it can feel that way again.